Do you love me? Do you need me? Do you want me? Do you love me?
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I've done a client tutorial and this is my model Georgia. Today we created a really burnt orange and copper smoky eye. For the skin we went really bronze and glowy, and we finished it with a nude lip. So Georgia already has full thick brows, so I'm just going to comb through them in a up and out direction using a spoolie brush or mascara wand. Then I'm just going to fill in and define the tail of the eyebrow, leaving the front of the brow bare. So for this I'm using Dip Brow from Anastasia Beverly Hills. Now I'm going to clean and define under the brows. For this I'm using the MAC Select Cover Up Concealer in NC20 and a flat synthetic brush. I'm then going to apply the same concealer all over the eyelid and buff it out with this Kabuki eye brush from Sigma. Now as always I like to set the concealer with translucent powder. I'm using RCMA No Color Powder with my Real Techniques setting brush. Going in with Burnt Orange from my Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette, I'm going to buff this to the outer corner of the eyes and up through the crease. Now with whatever leftover product I have left on my brush, I'm lightly going to blend upwards towards the brow. So using that same color, burnt orange, I'm going to buff this along the lower lash line. So now I'm using Realgar, I think it's pronounced, from the same palette, and I'm going to smudge this along the bottom lash line to add depth, and then I'm also going to apply this to the outer corner of the eyes and slightly into the crease to deepen. Going in with my Huda Beauty eyeshadow palette, I'm first going to use Henna, which is the reddish brown. Then I'll use Cocoa, the deep dark chocolate brown. So I'm going to go in with my MAC 217 brush and I'm going to apply henna to the very outer corner of the eyes. You guys know I'm all about that gradient life and building that gradient and smoky effect. And then after that I'm going to go in with Cocoa eyeshadow and apply this to the very outer corner of the eyes as well. I'm also going to use the black from the same palette called Black Truffle, and using a much smaller, more detailed eye brush, I'm going to pat this on to the very outer corner of the eyes. Then I'm going to go in with my MAC 217 blending brush. So when you blend the black you want to be quite precise because you don't want the black to blend in the areas that you don't want it to be. So be very tidy when you're blending your black. Now I'm just going in with a makeup wipe to clean up and sharpen up the edges. My personal favourites are the Neutrogena makeup wipes. Using Inglot AMC Gel Eyeliner in 97, it's a metallic copper. I'm going to pat this over the eyelid and this is going to act as a base for my pigment, which I'll be applying next. So now I'm going to be applying the Inglot pigment in 63, which is a stunning shade. It's a foiled copper and it's super popular. So I'm just patting that over the top of the gel liner. Using a makeup wipe again, I'm just going to clean up any fallout. So now I'm just highlighting under the brow bone very softly using MAC Pigment and Vanilla. For eyeliner, I'm using the L'Oreal Gel Liner. It's very black and really nice and creamy, so it glides on super easily. So I'm just going to do a line from the start of the eye to the end. I'm not doing any winged liner. So I start thinner from the start of the eye and get thicker towards the end of the eye. So with my eyeliner, I'm stopping where the crease line is, and then I'm going to blend the edges with black shadow so you can't see where the line ends. To bring the look together, I'm applying false eyelashes, which I purchased from eBay. I will have a link in the info bar below. I stacked 2 pairs together. Now always remember, I find this very important. Don't forget to touch up your eyeliner after applying lashes so everything looks clean. Starting on the base, I'm applying Becca's Skin Perfector Liquid in Opal to give her skin a super glowy finish, and I'm obsessed with this stuff. Then for foundation, I'm using my new Holy Grail foundation. So this is the Vanish Stick foundation from Hourglass. This gives amazing coverage and looks so radiant and dewy. I really love this foundation. So I just applied a few strokes across the face, and I'm just going to use my Real Techniques buffing brush to buff this into the skin. And once I get to the brows, I'm going to use a smaller brush, and just so I can go around the brows and it won't ruin them. For concealer, I'm using my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer and a little bit of the MAC Select Cover Up just to make it more lighter. So I'm applying this under the eyes and down the T-zone. And then to blend all of that in, I'm using my Real Techniques blending sponge. Alright, so now I'm going to cream contour with my RCMA foundation palette. I'm going to contour the forehead, cheekbones, jawline, and the nose. So Georgia likes her nose to look thinner along the bridge and also shorter, which is why I took the contour shade outwards as opposed to straight down. Then I'm just going to use my Real Techniques buffer brush again to blend it all in, and for the nose contour I just used my fingers. And now I'm just setting the under eyes with a bit of yellow powder. Now for highlighter, I've been obsessed with Moonstone from Becca. This is the pressed powder highlight. So I'm just going to apply this above the cheekbones, so the top of the cheekbones, the nose, and the Cupid's bow. Going in with Give Me Sun Mineralized Powder by MAC, I'm going to bronze up her complexion. You guys know that I love my bronzer, so I do bronze up quite a bit. Then I'm lightly going to add a bit more contour using my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. Now to make the contour more clean and defined, I'm going to bake a little using my RCMA No Color powder. And I'm just going to use my sponge and apply this underneath the contour and also the chin. So going back to the eyes, I'm using burnt orange and real gut, and I'm going to smoke this along the bottom lash line. Then I'm going to go in with a bit of black shadow as close to the lash line as possible, focusing on the outer half as I still want the eyes to look open. Now when using black on the lower lash line, I find it important to use a very small brush. Now it's time to dust away all that powder, and then I'm going to add a flush of blush. And I'm using the NYX Baked Blush in Sugar Mama. Now it's time for mascara, so I'm just going to coat her top and bottom lashes. And then afterwards I'm using MAC Pigment and Vanilla, and I'm going to highlight the inner corner of her eyes. Alright, so to finish off the look, we're doing the lips. So Georgia requested bigger, fuller, lushy looking lips, so I'm going in with this Maybelline lip liner, first in the shade Noisette, and I'm going to fill in the entire lip. Now to really make them look big, I used a darker lip liner by BYS to outline the lip shape, and then afterwards I just applied the Inglot HD lip tint in the shade 17, which is like a peachy nudish shade. So there we have it, guys. We've come to the end of the look. This is the before and this is the after. So we've done a burnt orange copper on the eyes, very bronze glowy skin, and a nude lip. So I was really happy with how this makeup look turned out. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I'm really excited to be filming more client tutorials for you guys, so definitely stay tuned for more of these videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on my next video.